Ahoy, ocean explorers! Picture this. You're cruising along the coast, the sun shining, the waves gently lapping at your boat. The sea is calm, and everything seems perfect for a day of adventure. The horizon stretches endlessly, and you feel a sense of peace and excitement. The ocean is a vast, mysterious place, full of wonders waiting to be discovered. Suddenly, a massive, shadowy figure emerges from the depths. It's like something out of a legend, a creature from the deep that stirs your imagination. The water around it ripples, and you can feel the tension in the air. What could it be? Your mind races with possibilities, each more fantastical than the last. It's got a colossal mouth and gills that could double as water skis. The sheer size of its mouth is astonishing, and those gills are like nothing you've ever seen before. They stretch wide, filtering the water with an almost mesmerizing rhythm. It's a sight that leaves you in awe. A reminder of the incredible diversity of life in our oceans. Your heart races. Could it be the Loch Ness Monster, a prehistoric sea serpent? Nope. It's just our buddy, the basking shark. This gentle giant might look intimidating, but it's one of the ocean's most harmless inhabitants. Your initial fear turns into fascination as you realize what you're witnessing. Don't worry, they're all bark and no bite. Well, they don't bite at all, actually. More on that later. These creatures are filter feeders, meaning they have no interest in taking a bite out of anything larger than a tiny plankton. Their peaceful nature makes them a favorite among marine biologists and ocean enthusiasts alike. These gentle giants are often mistaken for sea monsters because of their enormous size. When you see one up close, it's easy to understand why. Their sheer bulk and the way they move through the water can be quite intimidating, but once you learn more about them, you'll see that they're nothing to fear. They can grow up to 40 feet long, about the length of a school bus. Imagine encountering something that big in the water. It's a humbling experience, reminding us of how small we are in comparison to the giants of the ocean. Their size alone is enough to leave a lasting impression. Can you imagine seeing that in the water? Talk about a close encounter of the awesome kind. It's an experience that few people get to have, but those who do often describe it as life-changing. The majesty of these creatures is something that stays with you long after the encounter is over. These behemoths are the second largest fish in the world. Only the whale shark is bigger. Their size is a testament to the richness of the ocean's ecosystem. They play a crucial role in maintaining the balance of marine life, and their presence is a sign of a healthy ocean. But unlike their toothier cousins, they're not interested in snacking on humans. In fact, they're quite shy and prefer to keep their distance. Their diet consists mainly of plankton, which they filter from the water using their massive mouths. It's a peaceful existence, far removed from the predatory behavior we often associate with sharks. They're much too busy sifting through the ocean for their favorite food, tiny plankton. These microscopic organisms are the foundation of the marine food web, and basking sharks play a vital role in keeping their populations in check. Watching a basking shark feed is like seeing a natural wonder in action. Stay tuned to learn more about these fascinating creatures. There's so much more to discover about basking sharks, from their migratory patterns to their unique behaviors. Join us as we dive deeper into the world of these gentle giants and uncover the secrets of their lives beneath the waves. Despite their imposing size, basking sharks are gentle giants, more content with a mouthful of plankton than anything else. Imagine a giant swimming vacuum cleaner, cruising through the ocean and hoovering up microscopic snacks. That's our basking shark. Their brownish gray to black coloring helps them blend in with the deep ocean, and their massive gills, almost encircling their heads, allow them to filter enormous amounts of water. Talk about efficient eaters. And let's not forget their most distinctive feature, that colossal mouth. It can stretch up to a meter wide, like a giant underwater tunnel. But don't worry, swimmers, it's strictly for plankton intake, not people swallowing. Oh, and one more thing. These gentle giants have a bit of a smelly secret. They're covered in a layer of mucus that, while protecting them from parasites, has a rather pungent odor. Let's just say it wouldn't win any Ocean Fresh awards. You might think a creature as big as a basking shark would have a monstrous appetite for, well, monstrous things. But these gentle giants are actually filter feeders, meaning they dine on some of the ocean's smallest creatures, zooplankton. Picture this. The basking shark, our underwater vacuum cleaner, swims through the water with its massive mouth wide open. Water rushes in, carrying with it a smorgasbord of microscopic goodies, copepods, fish eggs, larvae, you name it. As the water flows through those enormous gills, specialized structures called gill rakers trap the tasty plankton. The water, now plankton-free, passes over the gills, providing the shark with oxygen before being expelled back into the ocean. It's like an all-you-can-eat plankton buffet. This feeding process is a full-time job. Basking sharks filter thousands of gallons of water every hour to satisfy their big appetites. That's like drinking an Olympic-sized swimming pool every day. Basking sharks, true to their name, are often found basking in the sun near the ocean's surface. These gentle giants are the second largest fish in the ocean, only surpassed by the whale shark. Despite their enormous size, they are harmless to humans, feeding primarily on plankton. They prefer the cool, temperate waters of the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, particularly near coastlines and continental shelves. These regions provide the perfect environment for their plankton-rich diet, which they filter through their massive gill rakers. Think of them as the ultimate ocean-loving snowbirds, always seeking out the best spots. Their leisurely pace and serene presence make them a favorite among marine enthusiasts and researchers alike. You might spot these gentle giants off the west coasts of North and South America, where they glide gracefully through the water, often near the surface, making them relatively easy to observe. Cruising the waters around Europe, they are a common sight in places like the British Isles and the Mediterranean Sea, where they follow the seasonal blooms of plankton, or even hanging 10, figuratively of course, off the coasts of Australia and South Africa. These regions offer the perfect combination of temperature and food supply, making them ideal habitats for basking sharks. But basking sharks aren't content to stay in one place for too long. They are known for their extensive migratory patterns, often traveling great distances to find the best feeding grounds. These migratory marvels can travel thousands of kilometers in search of their favorite plankton feasts. Their journeys can take them across entire ocean basins, showcasing their incredible endurance and navigational skills. They're like the ultimate ocean road trippers, always on the move. Their migratory routes are still a subject of much research, as scientists strive to understand the full extent of their travels. And while they enjoy a good sunbathing session, they are also known to engage in some impressive deep dives. They're also known to dive to depths of over 3,000 feet. These deep dives are thought to be related to feeding or possibly even social behaviors. That's like swimming to the bottom of the Grand Canyon. Such depths are a stark contrast to their sunlit surface basking, highlighting their adaptability to different oceanic environments. Talk about an underwater adventure. The basking shark's ability to thrive in such diverse conditions makes it one of the most fascinating creatures in the ocean. Section 5. Breaching giants. Not your average beach day. Now, you wouldn't think a creature as large and seemingly docile as a basking shark would be capable of much excitement. These gentle giants, often seen gliding through the water with their mouths wide open, are usually associated with calm and serene ocean scenes. But don't let their slow, graceful swimming fool you. These guys have a hidden talent. Despite their size and seemingly sluggish demeanor, basking sharks can surprise even the most seasoned marine biologists with their unexpected bursts of energy. Every now and then, a basking shark will launch its massive body completely out of the water in a spectacular display of aquatic acrobatics known as breaching. This behavior is not only rare but also incredibly awe-inspiring, leaving onlookers in sheer amazement. Imagine a school bus soaring through the air. The sheer size and power required for such a feat are mind-boggling, making it one of the most extraordinary sights in the marine world. It's a sight that'll leave you speechless. Witnessing a basking shark breach is a once-in-a-lifetime experience that etches itself into your memory forever. Scientists believe these breaching behaviors might be a form of communication or a way to dislodge pesky parasites. The exact reasons remain a mystery, adding an element of intrigue to these already fascinating creatures. Either way, it's a reminder that even the gentlest giants have a wild side. These moments of unexpected energy show that there's always more to learn about the natural world. And while they may be solitary creatures for much of the year, basking sharks occasionally gather in large schools, creating a mesmerizing spectacle, sometimes numbering in the hundreds. These gatherings are not only a visual treat, but also a vital part of their social behavior. It's like a giant, slow-motion underwater ballet, with these graceful giants gliding through the water together. Their synchronized movements create a dance that is both calming and captivating, with these graceful giants gliding through the water together. Observing them in their natural habitat offers a glimpse into the serene yet dynamic world of the ocean's gentle giants. When it comes to reproduction, basking sharks take the phrase "slow and steady" wins the race to a whole new level. These gentle giants have a gestation period of up to 3.5 years, the longest of any vertebrate. That's longer than an elephant. Talk about patience. Female basking sharks don't reach sexual maturity until they're around 12 to 20 years old, and even then, they only give birth to litters of about 6 pups every few years. These pups, already sizable at birth, around 5 feet long, rely on their mothers for guidance and protection during their early years. But with a lifespan of at least 50 years, these gentle giants have plenty of time to grow, mature, and make their mark on the ocean. Despite their size and seeming invincibility, our gentle giants face a number of threats, many of them caused by humans. It's a sad reality that these magnificent creatures who pose no threat to us are often harmed by our actions. In the past, basking sharks were heavily fished for their liver oil, meat, and fins, leading to a significant decline in their populations. While some protections are now in place, they still face dangers from bycatch, getting accidentally caught in fishing gear, entanglement in marine debris, and habitat degradation. Their slow reproductive rate makes it difficult for their populations to recover quickly from these threats. It's like trying to fill a swimming pool with a teaspoon. It takes a really long time. The good news is that there are people and organizations working tirelessly to protect these magnificent creatures. Through research, education, and conservation efforts, we can help ensure that basking sharks continue to grace our oceans for generations to come. Many countries have implemented fishing regulations and marine protected areas to safeguard basking sharks. Organizations like the Marine Conservation Society are dedicated to studying and protecting these gentle giants, raising awareness about the threats they face, and promoting responsible interactions with marine life. We can all do our part by supporting sustainable seafood choices, reducing our plastic consumption, and spreading the word about the importance of ocean conservation. Every little bit helps. So next time you hear a tale of a sea monster lurking beneath the waves, remember the basking shark. They might be big, they might be a little smelly, and their breaching skills might give you a fright, but these gentle giants are more awkward than scary. They're a vital part of our ocean's ecosystem, and it's up to all of us to ensure their survival. Let's give them the respect and protection they deserve. After all, who doesn't love a gentle giant with a big mouth and an even bigger heart? Just remember to admire them from a safe distance, and maybe hold your breath.